Anyway, the Guardian are now warning that protests against low-traffic neighbourhoods are far right. Nick, do you think a Guardian journalist has ever seen something and thought, actually, this thing isn't far right?
Yeah, maybe like pencils or a glass of water. Yeah, I mean, it's absurd, as you say. It's far right trying to infiltrate UK's low-traffic protests. So people don't like these low-traffic neighbourhood schemes. They're not good. Voters don't want them, as Nick Fletcher pointed out, and got in quite a lot of trouble with the party. People don't like them. It's legitimate opposition. Are there some nutters at the protests? Possibly. You know, there usually are at protests. But the Guardian described them as far right. And firstly, they're listening to Hope, Not Hate. It's a ridiculous, discredited organisation. Also, they call GBNews a right-wing news channel, which should be like libelous because we're famously regulated by Ofcom, which everyone knows now. So it's pretty famous. So you can't be a right-wing channel if you're, you know, in the UK as a broadcaster, it's just not possible. Yeah. So, you know, the fact that you and me are is mere coincidence.
Yeah, tonight,
I'm not really.
This 1 hour might
yeah, no, I'm more of a sort of countercultural, artistic figure. But the point is, so they're calling GB. So the Guardian don't really care about facts in this story, and they're also assuming that everyone who talks about who's worried about world elites and things like this, an elite running the world, is like anti-Semitic, because mainly that's not. Some of them may be, but mainly that's just you know, a genuine concern.
Well, any movement like this, and anything that's you know, right-wing parties have to do a huge amount to make sure they keep the nutters out. This is just the fact that, you know, nutters who believe in anti-Semitic conspiracy theories or whatever it is are drawn to protests and drawn to things like that. We've seen it with vaccine protests, but it doesn't discredit the entire movement. The fact that, you know, Piers Corbyn turns up.
Yeah. I mean, I think that, you know, they're mocking people here and saying that, you know, they're conspiracy theorists and that. But if you look back on, like, obviously, like, look at what happened with Twitter. A lot of people thought that they were conspiracy theorists, that Twitter were blocking out political parties and stuff. I've got a couple of mates back at home, Lee and Charles. We thought that they were conspiracy nutters. You fast forward 2 years, they're just nutters. Most of the stuff they said come true.
Yeah,
you know
they were proving to be correct.
Nutters, yeah.
So.